Hey everyone, it's Mr. Robinson here. This is the last Godzilla gameplay video that I'm gonna do. I originally was gonna upload it yesterday, but college stuff got in the way, and I actually did try recording this a first time, just like with my Destroy All Monsters playthrough, except this time it's for different reasons, which I'll explain later. But yeah, this game, I don't like it as much as I do Destroy All Monsters Melee, but I still think it's a pretty fun game. I mean, as I mentioned in my top 10 favorite Godzilla movies, more monsters does not make a better product. And though this game may have more monsters, I find Destroy All Monsters Melee to be a more entertaining, more fun game.
Godzilla!
Like these cutscenes. Or how they actually have cutscenes rather than mix of cutscene and mix of gameplay. Some weird show going on there. I love how they issue a Godzilla alert as he's in the city. Way to go, G-Force! Oh, way to go, G-Force, assembling that many military stuff that quickly. And getting Kiryu out there. Oh, now it's time. I think they should probably team up now, because now we got Ghidorah, Gigan, Megalon back with the Vortex. Man, Pipeworks is just... they're advertising the hell out of themselves in this cutscene. Much like Sony does in their movies. Oh, yes, I just went there. Yeah, because like one thing that bothered me about The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is how so many Sony products are just everywhere. Godzilla. Save the Earth. That is such an opening to a 1950s B movie in America. So corny. And there's a submarine down at the bottom of the ocean. That's Godzilla's spine's alright. That's his head, alright. And this is where we go to the main menu. Okay, the reason I'm doing this a second time is because I did action mode. I'm going to do that. But I had the setting on hard, and hard mode in Save the Earth is fucking hard. So I ended up getting my ass kicked. It took me longer than usual to fight the monsters. And I ran out of tape. So we're going to switch it to medium. Not too difficult to where I have to run overtime, but not easy enough to where I could just breeze through it easily. And yeah, you get more monsters. Yeah, the newer additions here, Megagodzilla, Mothra as playable this time around. Paragon, Jet Jaguar, Space Godzilla, and Mogira. And yeah, you know what, since I played the last game as Godzilla 90s, we're going to do this one as Godzilla 2000. He's a little faster than the Heisei Godzilla, but his projectiles and beams, his atomic breath is not as strong as the Heisei Godzilla. But yeah, let's do this.
Greetings, pathetic Earthlings. I am Morticia, Queen of the Forest.
Oh shit, it's that fog that turns people inside out from The Simpsons. The green fog everywhere. I love how casual the humans are when the Queen of Vortex is giving her her speech.
Fly, my pretties. Find the G-cells and bring them to me. Destroy everything in your path if that's what it takes.
So yeah, basically, she wants to capture G-cells to create the ultimate monster. And depending on which mode you play, it could be one of two monsters. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Well, it's Deja Vu again. I'm playing as a Godzilla on Monster Island, and my first opponent is Aguirus. So yeah, the reason I like the last game a little better is because the graphics are a little Okay, no, you know what? It has nothing to do with graphics. It's more, the last game was just a little more fast-paced than this one is. Oh, well, there goes my perfect streak. See, well, I mean, I guess I'm kind of breezing through it, but, ouch! I love how that, that mechanic with Anguirus is still there. We'll destroy some helicopters just for the hell of it. Oh, Anguirus doesn't dance around like I wish he would. Ouch! Okay, so, you notice in the lower left, there's, like, capsules for G-cells. Basically, you gain a little extra points from collecting these, but they basically just restore health. Not much to them. I'm not going to make an effort to collect all of them throughout each stage, but, just wanted to show you that. Here, have a fireball. Ouch. Ooh, I got a airstrike. Okay, in the last game, like, the airstrike was specifically for Mothra. Here, it's a Tari symbol, but you have one of two options. It's going to either be Batra or the Super X3 from Godzilla vs. Destroyer. And, who is it? Is the airstrike... did I get a faulty airstrike power-up? Can you get it? Oh, no, it's Batra. He's just late. And Batra just left. Yeah, one thing I say about this game is the stages are a lot more massive than in Destroy Monsters Melee. Like, Monster Island is probably the biggest out of the 3 games. Even bigger than Godzilla Unleashed, I believe. But yeah, let's say who do we have next?
Godzilla 2000 versus...
Alright, Tokyo, we got Gigan.
Monsters, fight!
Yeah, one of my favorite Godzilla monsters, Gigan. Now, I'm gonna ask something like you Godzilla fans can answer me. Maybe you feel the same way. If you don't, that's cool. But in Final Wars, did you feel that the buzzsaw for Gigan's second form was a little too much? I mean, the buzzsaws... I mean, they were cool when I saw the movie when I was like 14 years old, but looking at it now, almost 10 years later, because I saw the movie in 2005 instead of 2004 like Japan did. The buzzsaws on Gigan's hands they feel a bit overkill. Wow, Gigan couldn't even defend yourself. Oh shit, well he's got the health. Here, I got the G-cells. Doesn't even look like I got hit once. Oh, he got it. Oh. Okay, one weird thing that this game has that I don't really like is that when you grab a monster, they can act stiff. You can mash the buttons to make the monster move. See, right there, Gigan's really stiff. I don't know why that's the case, but I mean, if you get grabbed, you can mash the buttons to like move around and get yourself out of getting thrown. But I don't know whose idea it was to come up with. I wanted to get the airstrike power up, but so I just aimed my beam up in the air, but I ended up hitting Gigan's head, and that killed him. Oh, luckily I got that on camera, so I could see it again. Okay, who's next?
Godzilla 2000 versus King-Ghidorah. Monsters, fight!
In good old LA, probably my favorite stage in these first two Godzilla games, which really bummed out that LA was taken out of Save the Earth. No, not Save the Earth. I'm playing Save the Earth right now. Out of Godzilla Unleashed. Speaking of Godzilla Unleashed, I will not be doing a playthrough of Godzilla Unleashed in prep for the new movie. And that is simply because I do not have a nunchuck to play it with. There. Ghidorah on the other side of those electric fences. And I'll just fire my atomic breath right there as he's struggling to get to the other side. Oh yeah, Ghidorah can, he has a special ability where he can, like, get rid of his energy in, exchange for health. Much like, King-Ghidorah has an ability that, he can get rid of his health in exchange for energy. So most of the monsters have special abilities, which is kind of cool. Okay, here's a new mechanic: the beam fights, which if you play this game on hard, they are near impossible to win. You know what? I'm gonna cut my way through here. I'm gonna fight Ghidorah in LAX. But yeah, I can't play Godzilla Unleashed because I don't have a nunchuck with me. Plus, I think I would rather wait to get the proper recording equipment for video games in order to play Godzilla Unleashed, because playing that game, it's like the fun of it from a viewer standpoint, not so much a player, is seeing the player just get exhausted from playing the game. Because that game wears you out, like shaking the Wiimotes around. It's amusing. So, I would rather wait till I get a capture card to play Godzilla Unleashed and play with another person than just do it right now. But yeah, Godzilla Unleashed. It's an interesting tale. Oh, missed. But anyway, Godzilla Unleashed. I don't think it's an awful game. I mean, it is entertaining, and for Godzilla fans, it's a big hunk of fan service. I like the music, but I don't know. It just felt like a big step down from these past two games, and the PS2 version. I mean, if you played Save the Earth, you've played the PS2 version of Godzilla Unleashed. Here's another new thing. The challenge mode in Godzilla Save the Earth, where you basically take on mini-games. Like, here, I'm destroying a bunch of UFOs that are trying to destroy that pyramid-looking building in San Francisco. Sorry, San Francisco natives, I don't know the name. I don't actually know the name of that building, which is ironic because I go to college an hour and a half south of San Francisco. So being in Northern California, I should probably know that. But yeah, just destroying UFOs. These mini-games are fun. If you do adventure mode, you get, each monster gets 2 mini-games if you play it on easy, and I believe 3 mini-games when playing it on medium and hard. I know for hard. And, oh, that totally missed. Gotta be careful not to hit, oh, maybe I can throw a building at the UFO. No, not a tank. Or a truck. I feel sorry for that poor bastard in the truck. Ugh. I've hit a UFO with a building one time. Hey, army asses. I'm on your side destroying these UFOs and you're shooting me? Alright, let's hit this last one. There we go. But, yeah, in single player mode, the challenges, like, there's a little section on the main menu just for challenges, and you only play as Godzilla 2000 with the exception of one, which is an exclusive to Megalon.
Godzilla 2000.
We're fighting
Megalon. Monsters.
Here's one cool thing you can do with Megalon. You can now, in this game, you can use... Oh, crap. Go away, Megalon. You can now use some items, some buildings that you can pick up as, like, bats. And Megalon is very weak to this structure in particular. So, like, the best thing you can do is just spam this. Get away from me, Megalon. Get away from me. Until he knocks it out of your hand. That was sweet. Going on pretty smoothly, I gotta say. One like unique feature that Megalon has is that when you hit Megalon with energy attacks, he gains health. So if you were to fight Megalon as King-Ghidorah, do not use your beams. Thank you, military, for saving me from a grab. Do not use your beams on Megalon because they will restore his health. I think I got him. If I got him, and a rage power-up just landed right next to me. Or on the other side. Oh well. Moving on.
Godzilla 2000 versus Rodan.
Okay, Rodan. Similar to how Megalon can regain health from electric attacks, Rodan can gain health from fire attacks, with the exception of Godzilla's atomic breath, because technically that's not a fire move. Now, if I were to shoot a fireball at Rodan, that would restore his health. Like, watch. See? Restores his health, and oh, I got him. Thought I missed him. But yeah, like, if you're fighting Rodan as Paragon, don't use a flamethrower on Rodan, because he will gain his health back. We're in Osaka. Oh, I thought I could uppercut him. That Rodan. Wherever that UFO dropped, I want it. Okay, who's gonna help me out in this situation? Oh, it's Super X3. Rodan was already frozen. Take that. Oh! Here, take that, Rodan. Yeah, the Super X3, out of the two power-ups, Super X3 is the most helpful because he can breathe. I call the Super X3 a he. It can freeze your enemies. So that's really useful. And there goes Rodan. But really briefly, look at that building right here. Or wait till Alright, there's a building in front of Godzilla. It's covered by text, but it looks like a giant noodle bowl. I don't know if there are buildings in Osaka that are like that, but I mean, I've never been to Japan, but
Godzilla 2000
moving from Osaka to Boston, we are fighting
Paragon.
Paragon.
Monsters.
Last time I played this game, or the first attempt I recorded footage for this game, Paragon was the monster that was giving me trouble. Similar how Destroya was giving me trouble in Destroy Monsters Melee, Paragon is giving me trouble in this game, and right now, in a way. Get back here. I don't think I even hit him. Ouch. Paragon, another one of my favorite Godzilla monsters. I mean, for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe someone could explain this to me. Why is Paragon kicking my ass? No, that's not what I want to know. I want to know why in Japan Paragon is super popular. I mean, Paragon's only been in 2 movies, Frankenstein vs. Paragon and Godzilla Mothra King-Ghidorah Giant Monster All-Out Attack. And he had a cameo, a very small cameo in Destroy All Monsters, where, like just at the end of the movie. So, why in Japan is Paragon such a popular monster, despite being in so little? Is there a specific reason? I mean, I love Paragon too, but he's underground. I just don't understand why he's one of the big popular monsters over there in Japan. Oh no, you don't. Oh, I got him in Red Sox Stadium, and he found his way out. Oh, I thought I could put him back in. Whatever that UFO dropped, I want it, and it's health. And Paragon's in the ground again. There we go.
You win.
How much time do I have? Oh, I got about 8 minutes or so. Oh, another challenge mode. Destroy the city, earn 20,000 destruction points.
Get ready to crumble.
We'll see how much I earn. One thing I like to do, there we go, take out the building that I saved in the last challenge mode. Oh, you know, really briefly before I say what I like to do in these games, I love how, despite Godzilla going on a rampage through San Francisco, everyone just seems to be driving their cars like it's no big deal. See, there's a police car down there, no big deal. Oh, I can even lock onto him. And look at all the people down there. Look at all the people down there. Let's find Tom. Let's see if we can find Johnny's apartment from the room. You're tearing me apart, Godzilla. Oh man, that is a special movie. If you guys never seen The Room, then what are you doing? Okay, I can pick up this bus, and I stepped on it before I could actually do something with it. And the army's shooting at me as if that's a surprise. Gotta be somewhere here. Well, I destroyed a handful of stuff there. Here, army guys. Ouch. Okay, energy in, well, outside of giving you energy back, it also restores, it also gives you an extra 10 seconds to destroy the city. Which is probably good because I need the time to throw buildings, which is honestly the best way to earn points in this challenge mode, is just to throw stuff at other stuff. And the army is ruining it all. Alright, 41 seconds. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, here's Giant Stadium. Take that, Giants! How can you play baseball now, huh? Godzilla stomps on all of you. Well, with the Giants gone, the Dodgers have nothing to lose. Yeah, look at me talking about sports. I'm the last guy who ever knows anything about sports. And I didn't reach the goal, because if you reach the goal, Godzilla would roar. See, right there, failed. But, I mean, no big deal. Alright, what do we have next?
Godzilla 2000 versus...
I'm back in Boston to fight Mothra. Yeah, Mothra, I mean... Yeah, Mothra was the other monster that was giving me trouble in the last playthrough, like she is right now, because she's webbing me. Oh, I barely got out of it. But luckily in larva form, she can't do a whole lot to you. Especially when you're the king of the monsters. Against the young Mothra, you've got the upper hand. And the best thing you do is just throw buildings at her. She won't grab them and throw them back at you. Although the army seems to be on her side. Here's a bus. I'm gonna throw it at you, Mothra, in a minute. And then, but here's the thing, when she cocoons herself and turns into the adult right there, look, she gains all of her health back. And energy. And she can do this. I like Mothra. Well, she's a very popular monster amongst the women. Because after Godzilla vs. Mothra came out in 1992, she was so popular that the 3 Rebirth of Mothra movies were made due to a result of her popularity. And she's often stated as the most popular Godzilla monster, next to Godzilla. And the other most popular Godzilla monsters are what Toho refers to as their big 5 are Godzilla, Mothra, King-Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, and Rodan. Those are the 5 monsters that have been known to be more mainstream, whereas other monsters like Gigan and Ghidorah, Biolante, amongst others, have been more like fans know them more than the mainstream, but the mainstream, like they'll see Godzilla, they'll see Mothra, they'll know who Mothra is. You know, I saw a joke, since Elizabeth Olsen is in the new Godzilla movie, and she's the younger sister of Mary-Kate Ashley, I heard a joke that someone made, like, Elizabeth Olsen cast in the new Godzilla movie. So does that mean Mary-Kate Ashley will be the Mothra twins? Okay, she got the... Alright, please give her Batra. Because getting frozen by the Super X3 is not going to be fun for me. Although it doesn't matter, I beat her.
Godzilla 2001. You win.
Oh, there she goes. And she got the Super X3. Well, it didn't matter, I beat her anyway. The Super X3 is just flying around aimlessly. Alright, who's next?
Godzilla 2000 versus Destroyer.
You gave me hell in the last game, huh?
Fight!
Here, into the building you go. Oh shit, there's a rage. And he got the G cells. And he got the rage. And he's using the Oxygen Destroyer. Yeah, that's his rage attack, the Oxygen Destroyer. Even though, funny that his like special attack would be called Oxygen Destroyer when Destroyer is basically the Oxygen Destroyer in monster form. Oh, that's a great Godzilla movie. I mean, the death of Godzilla in that movie is really, even as a 23-year-old man, it's powerful. Here, I'm gonna throw you into another building. One thing about Destroyer, he's resistant to nuclear energy. So Godzilla's atomic breath. Ooh, thank you, UFOs. Doesn't work too much against Destroyer. Nuclear pulse doesn't seem to do much against him either. Wow, there are a lot of buildings on fire over there. Oh, damn it! The micro-oxygen spray is a pain in the ass. Wait, didn't I just destroy Giant Stadium? Alright, let's see if I can destroy it from Giant Stadium. Alright, screw this, I'm getting out of here. Well, there goes the Giants again. Oh, good, I got the Super X3. There's another mechanic in the game. You can play a game of volleyball with, or you can play a game of catch with buildings. If your opponent throws a building at you, you can grab it and throw it right back at them. Just like in Ebirah Horror Deep when Godzilla and Ebirah play volleyball with that rock. It's a really weird movie. One of my more guilty pleasure Godzilla movies. Can I pick up the ship?
Godzilla 2001. You win.
Destroyer didn't give me that much of a challenge this time around. Alright, we're a little over time, but we're in a new challenge mode. This is one of the exclusives for Godzilla 2000, one of the more different challenge modes. Basically, it's a rail shooter in which you're underwater, shooting submarines, mines, and anything else that pops up. Oh, which reminds me, one of the things I like to do when playing this game, I like to turn off the music and just play some music from the Godzilla movies, mainly from the scores of Akira Ifukube. Like here, I like to play the Plan to Transport King Kong from King Kong vs. Godzilla. That, like, one piece of, like, one out of many Ifukube scores from that movie not used in the American version. And here we have Ebirah, the sea monster. Hey, we were just talking about you when me and Destroyer were fighting. And there he comes. Yeah, it would have been, like, some of the music in these games is good, especially Unleashed. I think Unleashed has the best original music in these Godzilla games. I think it used to be. But it would be nice to, if these Godzilla games would have music from the movies rather than original music, because I mean, Akira Ifukube. This is actually the 100th anniversary of Akira Ifukube. He was born 100 years ago in Japan, and he died in 2006, but oh, I didn't even know he was still alive. I didn't even know he was still alive. But anyway, he died in 2006, but I always considered him the John Williams of Japan when it came to film scores, because what John Williams is to Star Wars, Akira Ifukube is for Godzilla. I know like other composers have come in, done some other scores for Godzilla, which have been very good, but you can't top Akira Ifukube. And half of my health is gone. Yep, there's more submarines. Not much else to say here, just Godzilla shooting submarines with fireballs and his atomic breath. Not much else to say. Oh, well, you know, not relating to Godzilla, but I can talk about something else. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, the season finale just aired a few hours ago at the time of this recording, and I say the show, it's really getting better. I mean, I like the show a lot. I'll admit, when I first saw the episodes, looking back at the very first episodes I reviewed, I admit it was total fanboyism. Like, it was just me, like, I was so in love with the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I couldn't really criticize it. Because looking back at the episodes, they're not awful, they're not the worst things ever, but they are definitely not up to par with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or Joss Whedon's other shows like Buffy, Firefly, and Angel. But still enjoyable, and they're not, like, in terms of the state of television today, it's not on the level of something like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad, which I've only seen one episode of Breaking Bad, but from the one episode I've seen, it's a pretty damn good show. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, when the summer comes around, I'll binge watch Breaking Bad on Netflix and review each episode individually, similar to how Doug Walker does the Avatar and Adventure Time vlogs. I think I'll do some sort of Breaking Bad vlogs. Because, I mean, I hear nothing but praise for that show, and, well, segueing back into Godzilla, Bryan Cranston, who is in the new Godzilla movie, like, apparently he's great in that show. And I had actually no idea that Bryan Cranston was the dad in Malcolm in the Middle. I mean, I watched some Malcolm in the Middle, but, like, seeing him go from the dad in Malcolm in the Middle to being Walter White in probably one of the most critically acclaimed TV shows in a while, that's something cool. And then to go from dealing meth to being in a movie with Godzilla, that's something else too. Alright, here's the other boss, a giant vortex sub that looks like a hammerhead shark. So you gotta take out the weapon systems. And now I'm taking out the engines, with just shooting my atomic breath at it. Because, you know, it's Godzilla, nothing can stand in his way. Just a bunch of explosions everywhere. Is that it? Oh, there we go, okay. I thought I had to take out more of the rotors. I was like, wait a minute, I did everything I had to do. But no, a little lag. But yeah, this is a fun game. Not great, not spectacular, but it's still enjoyable. Oh, back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just really briefly. Like, the show just keeps getting better, and with the whole Hydra Winter Soldier stuff, that really took the show in a different direction, especially with what happens in the finale that just aired. Also spoilers. Nick Fury like comes in to help Coulson and his team, and then Nick Fury goes back into hiding or tracking down Hydra agents in Europe, and makes Coulson director of S.H.I.E.L.D. to basically rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. and do it the right way. And Jess, who writes comic reviews on Geek.Nation, in our spoiler podcast for Winter Soldier, she predicted that S.H.I.E.L.D. was going to come back because S.H.I.E.L.D. ultimately never dies. And yeah, she was right. So I'm excited for Season 2. I'm really excited for Season 2, but the show can never beat the movies. The movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are ultimately better.
Godzilla 2000.
Alright, we are fighting Kiryu now.
Mechagodzilla 3. Monster.
Alright, enough of like stuff not having to do with Godzilla. Let's get back to Godzilla stuff. Yeah, one other thing I appreciate this game doing is they did not make for more like two of the same character, like the two Ghidorahs, the two Godzillas, and the two Mechagodzillas. Oh, just beat you to it. Suck it. For the two Godzillas, the two Ghidorahs, and the two Mechagodzillas, they didn't make them clones because in the past games, the two Godzillas and the two Ghidorahs, they were clones. The two Mechagodzillas were slightly different, but in the end they were also clones of each other. Here, they're completely different monsters with different attacks, different abilities, different animation styles. Yeah, ooh. Oh, look at that frame rate. And I think I got the Super X3, and I just ruined a chance to freeze Kiryu. Alright, get him out in the open, so the bunch of collapsing buildings does not damage the frame rate. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna throw you into the Empire State Building. And there it goes. Hopefully King Kong wasn't on there. And I think the Super X3 just took off. Okay, a little tip right there. Oh, you got some health. When Kiryu was doing that attack with his, where he was spinning in the air kicking me, he let out a roar that was basically the original Mechagodzilla roar from the 70s. The first Mechagodzilla was originally going to be in the game as well, but got scrapped because, well, there was already two Mechagodzillas. So the developers decided to incorporate his roar in that attack that Kiryu would use. And then the first Mechagodzilla would obviously go to... Oh, is everyone attacking me? Oh, you military bastards! Oh, I need the help! I need the help! Ooh, yes, got it. Take that, Kiryu. Okay, who do we have next? How much time do I have? I've been going 15 minutes over time, and we're at the last boss. Which, that monster that the Vortex we're talking about was Orga. If you do the game on easy or medium, you get Orga. If you do it on hard, you do still fight Orga, but you also fight Space Godzilla, which makes a little more sense. Yeah, the reason for having Orga and Space Godzilla as the I must have these G-cells in order to create the ultimate monster. No idea what Orga just threw at me, but like in the entire Godzilla series, 3 monsters have been created from Godzilla's DNA: Biollante, Space Godzilla, and Orga. I'm gonna just throw buildings at Orga. Ooh, rage. Rage. Here, I'm gonna throw you in that! I don't know what it is, but I'll throw you in. Thank you for helping me get into the range power up more quickly. Ow! Oh yeah, Orga, one of his special things, he likes to throw you around. Ouch. And he got a G-cell canister. He's almost dead. I probably don't need the health, but I'll take it just so he doesn't get it. I also love, carried from the last game, I love how Orga can lift things with just one hand. Ah! Ah, let go of me, Orga. There we go. And there goes Orga. There goes the Vortex secret weapon if you play the game on medium or easy.
Oh, you have defeated us! This time.
I sense it to be continued! Loading. Let's see, where am I? I guess it doesn't matter. All I know is that 8 times I'm above Polik and Jester as Kiryu and Mecha King-Ghidorah respectively. But yeah, that's Godzilla Saved the Earth. Not as good as the last game, but still pretty fun. And that does it for my Godzilla gameplay reviews. We are inching very, very close to the new movie, and I'm unbelievably excited. So stay tuned for some more Godzilla related videos. I think one more Godzilla related video. Well, I will do a brief rundown of the entire series of movies only. So leave a comment, tell me how you thought of my gameplay, if I suck at it, if I'm improving, what improvements I can do to make better Let's Play videos. Subscribe to my channel for more stuff in the future, especially if you are a big Godzilla nerd like me. Check out my other channel, AlexG462, where you can find reviews to all of my Godzilla movies. You can find links to my Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram accounts on my YouTube channel. Go check me out at letterboxd.com, letterboxd.com, under the real Mr. Robinson, and also Geeked Out Nation, where I do written reviews for movies on the site. Share with your friends and tell them about me, and remember to know it before you see it. This has been the Cinema's Mr. Robinson, playing video games once again, and I'll see you guys later.